Good afternoon, everyone, or good morning, wherever you are. So I'll try to keep these brief. I've had a conversation with my husband about this terrible habit I have to be long-winded, both in my writing and in doing this. So I'm really trying to make an effort to keep this under 5 minutes, because the truth is I don't particularly like to watch videos that go on and on forever. But one of the things I wanted to just bring up today was this idea of being undivided with our own experience and connecting to who we are and allowing ourselves to be who we are. And, that can be difficult sometimes, because one thing I've noticed with myself is I have no fucking idea who I am. It really depends on the day of the week. It depends on the circumstance, it depends on the situation, it depends on the time of day. Like Ilsa is made up of so many parts, so many aspects that, they're all me. That's the thing, or maybe none of them are me. Maybe that's a clear aspect, but I don't want to go into that just yet. I think for me, what I want to talk about right now is welcoming all of ourselves and just coming to the realization in some ways that everything is life. If I'm showing up and there's anxiety here and there's a little one here that's worried and trying to plan and fix things, then being able to be with that, being able to be a support to that. The way I look at it in my own experience and the way, I work with clients about that is that, we have to be the whole that is greater than the sum of its parts. You have all sorts of parts. Some of them are more attractive than others. Some of them are kinder. Some of them are more together. Some of them are downright vicious and destructive. And our job in some ways with our own self, with our own experience, is to be kind of like a preschool teacher who kind of has all these little kids, munchkins, with all their different expectations, all their different desires, all their different longings, all their different fears. And this preschool teacher comes together and manages all of that and honors every child. Or at least if she's doing it well, she's honoring every child and every experience. And she's validating every experience. And so what I would say in terms of living with our own experience, undivided, connected, is to approach it with a spirit of generosity, where we make space for the entirety of our experience. We make space for all that we are. Everything has its place. Everything is life showing up and knowing itself as that in this moment. And then when we can make space in this spirit of generosity, then maybe we can approach ourselves with gentleness. What is it what's showing up right now? Whether it's anxiety, whether it's fear, whether it's joy for that matter, it doesn't matter. It's obviously significantly easier to honor ourselves and to hold ourselves and to claim ourselves when it feels good. There's no doubt about it. I never struggle with saying, yes, this is me, when I'm being joyous and self-expressive and easily connecting to people. It's a lot harder to do that when I'm angry or anxious, or I feel like I don't belong, or there's something coming up that doesn't feel quite comfortable. But this is also where the work is. This is when I know if I have grown, if I have moved in some ways, is can I be with this too? Can I not only be with this, can I love this? Can I totally own this? Can I honor this? Because this too is alive. This too has a place, has longings, has desires, has fears. And so once we do this ability to hold space for our entire tribe of inner movements, so to speak, and be the whole that holds all, the parts and is greater than the sum of its parts, then the next level is, can I not only create space and make space for it and hold space for it, but can I do so with gentleness, with caring, with a certain level of support? Everything that shows up to be loved. It shows up to be supported. Every fear, every anxiety, every loneliness, every shame shows up for us, not for the world outside. We seem to look for the world outside to make this better, but it really isn't showing up for the world out there. It's showing up for our own self, for our own sacred presence, to hold it and say, you too are welcome here. You too are the divine in movement. And basically connect with what it is that we need to give ourselves in this moment. So holding space generously, connecting with ourselves from a position of gentleness and care, and then doing so also from a position of being genuine. When I meet something that's going on in me, I do it from a position of real curiosity, authentic wanting to know myself deeper, to know myself more fully, to honor and claim myself more completely. If I start connecting to something that's coming up that's uncomfortable, whether, an anxiety, a fear, a resentment, whatever, and I'm doing that only in the hope to make that feeling go away, then I have dishonored myself. I have lost myself again. And so, that last little piece of being genuine, genuinely curious, genuinely wanting to know yourself, that's important. So that's my 2 cents. Definitely over my 5 minutes, so I'm going to wrap it up. Just remember, spirit of generosity, holding space for yourself. All of it is allowed. All of it is life. All of it is natural. Gentle, being gentle with ourselves, being caring with our experience, being supportive to whatever is showing up, to be loved, to be met, to be expressed, and then doing so from a position of being genuine. The 3 G's. Generosity, gentle, genuine. Thanks. Bye.